Guy Madison, the dashing matinee idol of old Hollywood, carried a secret far from the spotlight. Behind the scenes, he quietly dated several closeted gay actors, names that still echo through film history. In a time when careers were destroyed by whispers, Madison risked everything for love. Who were these legendary men he shared hidden romances with? His confessions reveal a forbidden side of Hollywood few dared to expose. Guy Madison, born Robert Ozell Mosley on January 19, 1922, in Kern County, California, lived a life that perfectly embodied the public's image of a Hollywood cowboy: noble, handsome, and stoic. But behind the scenes, Madison's journey was far more complex, marked by secret romances, quiet resilience, and a deeply personal truth he could only fully share after his death. Raised during the Great Depression, Madison's early years were defined by modest means and small-town values. He attended Bakersfield College and initially studied animal husbandry, hoping to one day work in agriculture. That dream shifted dramatically with the outbreak of World War II. Madison enlisted in the U.S. Navy, serving honorably as a radio operator in the Pacific. The discipline and humility he developed during his service would define both his career and the characters he later portrayed. Madison's path to stardom began unexpectedly during a brief leave in Hollywood in 1944. A chance encounter with talent agent Henry Wilson, who had a reputation for discovering young, handsome men, changed the course of his life. Wilson saw in Madison the classic American hero, and soon Madison was cast in Since You Went Away, a 1944 wartime drama produced by David O. Selznick. Though his role was minor and uncredited, audiences were captivated by his clean-cut image. Selznick signed him to a studio contract, and Madison was quickly groomed for leading man status. Throughout the late 1940s, Guy Madison carved a steady path in Hollywood, appearing in films like Till the End of Time, 1946, alongside Robert Mitchum and Honeymoon, 1947. Despite early criticism for his lack of formal training, Madison's natural sincerity and charm slowly won over audiences. His authenticity, coupled with his growing talent, allowed him to overcome the initial skepticism surrounding his acting ability. Madison's most iconic role arrived in 1951 with The Adventures of Wild Bill Hickok, a groundbreaking television and radio series that ran until 1958. In the role of the legendary frontier lawman, Madison captured the character's stoic yet warm demeanor, quickly becoming a cultural icon. The show's success cemented Madison as a household name, adored by children and respected by adults. His face appeared on comic books, lunchboxes, and even cereal boxes. Madison's popularity extended beyond the screen as he made appearances at rodeos and public events, where his graciousness endeared him to fans. While television brought Madison widespread fame, he continued to pursue film work, starring in several notable westerns, including The Charge at Feather River, 1953, famous for its innovative 3D sound technology. As the western genre began to lose its popularity, Madison shifted his focus to European cinema, particularly Italian spaghetti westerns and war films throughout the 1960s. These international projects, though often lower budget, allowed him to maintain a steady career and gain recognition from global audiences. Off-screen, Madison's life reflected the same mixture of passion, perseverance, and quiet sorrow that marked many of his roles. In 1949, at the height of his fame, he married actress Gail Russell. Their marriage was celebrated as a union of two rising stars. However, Russell struggled with severe anxiety and alcoholism, and the pressures of Hollywood only deepened her troubles. Though Madison tried to support her, their emotional distance grew. By 1954, they had divorced. Later that year, he married actress Sheila Connolly in a civil ceremony in Juarez, Mexico. They had 3 daughters, Bridget, Erin, and Dolly, and initially shared a happy home life. But Madison's constant travel for film work eventually strained the marriage. They separated in 1960 and divorced in 1963, though Madison remained active in his daughters' lives and reportedly maintained an amicable relationship with Connolly. In the years that followed, Madison entered a significant, though never officially confirmed, relationship with Italian-American actress Gia Scala, best known for The Guns of Navarone, 1961. Their bond was described by friends as deep and emotionally rich. Scala, too, battled personal demons, including depression and substance abuse. Before her untimely death in 1972, she named Madison as a beneficiary of her Screen Actors Guild pension, a gesture that many saw as a testament to their enduring connection. Later in life, Guy Madison fathered a son, Robert Madison, from another relationship. Raised in Italy during the 1960s and 1970s, Robert followed his father's path into acting, carving out his own place in the industry. Despite the physical distance between them, their relationship was described as warm and supportive, with Guy offering advice and sharing his vast experience in Hollywood. Guy, the rugged cowboy who had become a symbol of American masculinity, was more than just an actor in Robert's eyes. He was a mentor and a guide. But behind the public persona, Madison was hiding a secret that, had it been exposed during his lifetime, would have been career-ending. He was a closeted gay man, living in an era where homosexuality was considered taboo, particularly in the conservative world of mid-20th century Hollywood. The studio system, in all its glory, often enforced morality clauses in actors' contracts, meaning that any hint of homosexuality would lead to professional ruin. As a result, Madison, like many of his contemporaries, lived with the constant fear of exposure. It wasn't until after his death that the truth began to surface. His posthumously published memoir, compiled from interviews and private letters, revealed the intimate, hidden side of his life. Madison candidly shared accounts of relationships with other closeted actors of the time, men who were also trapped by the suffocating expectations of society, forced to lead double lives to maintain their careers. Among the most touching of these relationships was with Ramon Novarro, the silent film star best known for Ben-Hur, A Tale of the Christ, 1925. Madison fondly remembered Novarro as gentle and spiritual, and spoke of their quiet escapes to Palm Springs, where they could momentarily shed the weight of their public personas and experience peace. These moments of respite were rare but significant, providing a brief glimpse into a life Madison could never fully live. Madison also reflected on his connection with Tyrone Power, another actor whose sexuality had been the subject of gossip for years. While Power's bisexuality was never confirmed publicly, Madison's account described their bond as genuine and deeply emotional. After Power's peak fame, their relationship grew, not in the glare of Hollywood's spotlight, but in the intimate, quieter moments when they could simply be themselves. Two men sharing something real, in a world that refused to acknowledge their truth. These relationships, kept hidden for so long, were powerful testaments to the personal struggles faced by many in Hollywood, revealing the hidden layers of their lives and the emotional cost of living in a world that demanded silence and secrecy. In his memoir, Guy Madison opens up about his deeply personal relationships with some of old Hollywood's most iconic stars, offering a rare glimpse into the hidden side of the entertainment industry. One such relationship was with Anthony Perkins, best known for his role in Psycho. Madison recalls Perkins as young and haunted, always anxious and wary of the dangers of exposure. Their time together, marked by passion and secrecy, was filled with both excitement and anxiety, reflecting the tension that permeated their private lives. Perhaps the most poignant revelation in Madison's memoir concerns his relationship with Rock Hudson, one of Hollywood's biggest stars, whose death from AIDS in 1985 forced the industry to confront its long-standing silence about homosexuality. Madison writes with raw emotion, describing their love as something real, even if it had to be kept in the shadows. "We loved in silence," he said, capturing the heartache and joy of a love that could never fully blossom in the public eye. Guy Madison passed away in 1996, but his legacy endures, both as a symbol of Hollywood's golden age and as a quiet pioneer of queer history in an unforgiving time. His life, now told in full, reminds us that courage doesn't always wear a badge or ride a horse. Sometimes, it simply means telling the truth when you no longer have to hide. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the hidden stories of Hollywood, be sure to hit that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe for more insider content. Thanks for watching.